Hello and welcome to Caesar Snack Sandwich. Today I have a really quick video for you on ARMA. Today I don't have a flowchart for you. I don't think it's necessary. So I'll just kind of jump through the front end to show you what this thing does. But as always, I would suggest you go and read the docs. They're a little bit hard to find, but down here you can find them if you go to the app, right? So read through the docs, understand what it does, understand the risks that you're making and the fees and all that. I will talk a little bit about them as I jump through the front end and kind of show you. This is built by a company called Giza, and they've also built this other pulse thing, which kind of is a way to manage your pendle positions. Now these are all done with like an AI agent, and the AI agent will assess the moving of your assets from one yield farm to another. So like as you can see, there's Fluid, Aave, Euler on Plasma, and there are other ones on Base as well to choose from. So it's going to take your assets, it's going to move them to other farms to get you a better APR on your assets, right? Now it's going to use AI to assess whether or not the cost of moving is going to cost you too much, whether or not you're going to dilute the APR there, and it's not going to make sense. And then it does take a 10% fee on profits, so a performance fee on this, so like any other yield aggregation type thing, but it's all done with an AI agent. So I'm going to kind of create this Plasma agent. I have one on Base already set up, as you can see, but I'm going to activate one on Plasma to kind of show you the steps. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, okay? So activate the agent. So I have $20. I set up a singular wallet only for this purpose, okay? So if I click yes, and I click, so here you get to select the different protocols that you're willing to expose your assets to. So you're willing to allow ARMA to send your money to these different assets or these different protocols. There's only 4 here on Plasma right now, but on Base there was like 7 or 8 or something. I could show you after, but I don't want to jump through that hoop. So, you know, you click on them, go through them, check them out, find out whether or not this is something you want your assets, the risk, your assets exposed to the risk of these different things, and then turn off and on whatever you do not want or want. So continue with activation. I'm going to agree with the terms of this and activate my ARMA. So as you can see, I've got this ARMA wallet. This is a wallet I've specifically made just to test this thing out. I would always suggest you to do this. I do this a lot with protocols when I'm testing them out. And then I fund it with a little bit of money. I'm only going to send $20 just to kind of show you what it's like and how this thing works. So I'm going to sign that, and it's going to send my $20 into this AI managed wallet, okay, and then it's going to take a bit of time to activate that agent, so turn on the agent's abilities and so forth. Now, one of the things I will say while we're waiting is that the agent is completely controlled by your wallet, in the sense that he has predefined things he can do. He can withdraw from Euler and deposit to Fluid, or deposit, or these kinds of rebalancing things. He can sell some rewards and compound into more stable coins. You can do this kind of stuff, but if you want to withdraw, then you have to sign a transaction with your wallet, okay? And if you want to adjust the things, you have to do it as well. So as you can see, it's going. I've funded it with $20. I've got $20. It's currently sitting in Aave, and it shows the details. If I go to this part here, I can kind of see what has happened in my history so far. And disconnect, where was the thing again? So if I close that and I click, I think it's this one. So account details, so I can adjust some things in here, like the permissions, time limits, and this kind of stuff. And then also the last thing is, if I personalization, I can change these. So, and I can also link it to a Telegram bot who will kind of give me some notifications if some changes have been made, right? So like as you can see, if I try to change this, note protocols are enabled. Note that the more protocols that are enabled. So if I change this, oh, it's only changing. So some things it's going to ask me for my wallet to sign things, like when I try to withdraw my funds from the protocol, it asks me, of course, to sign that with my wallet and then send it to my wallet and so forth. So one thing worth mentioning is that like there is this like threshold of APR that you need to get. So as you can see, I can't really find it on the Plasma version, but if I go to Base, and so I switch to Base, and now I have some assets in here. You can see that like it's subsidized with Giza rewards. So inside the docs, if we go to APR calculation, it says right here that like if your position gets less than 15% APR, it's going to subsidize your APR so that you get 15% in Giza tokens. So as you can see on here, I'm currently earning 7% because my $20 of USDC was sent to Morpho. I'm getting 7%, and they're gonna subsidize this percent with 7% in Giza APR. Now I don't know what these Giza tokens do, and there's nothing in the ARMA docs, as well as I didn't find anything in the Pulse docs. So I might have to do a little bit deeper digging on these Giza token, whether or not it's great to hold or what have you. But again, you can stake these for APR, and I assume that's probably a 15% APR is probably inflation rewards, but again, I don't know. So dig a little bit deeper and figure that out for yourself. So that's it, man. Like, you can come and check this out, give it a go. Of course, use your own risk management to decide how much you want to expose yourself to this, because this is not completely on-chain DeFi, right? This is quasi off-chain, because you have an agent managing the money for you, sending it to these things. But there are lots of security measures inside the docs talking about like how they, the risk controls, like the access controls, are tied to the wallet, and it's smart contract based systems. So the AI agent basically has the ability to call functions on your behalf on smart contracts, which is not as bad as like just giving your money to the AI agent and he can just send, trade, swap, do anything he wants with it. Okay, so come and check it out. This is only a quick little tester, a quick little look at this thing. I hope this has been useful and interesting, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.